morning, everyone. We got a nice sunny Spokane morning going on here. Blue skies, not a cloud in sight. It's kind of chilly. It's high 30s, low 40s right now. Point of this video, I want to do a walkthrough of our 2019 Grand Design Transcend trailer, show you what we got going on, show you what we've added, and some of the cool features about it. Starting off, we got a front view of the trailer. There is that is a power jack on the front with the light. There are two 5-gallon propane tanks in there. We got under compartment storage all the way through, extremely handy for storing stuff, especially your sewer cables, your hitch, your load distribution bars. Right now we do have the awning out so we can fully show it off. Power is back in this corner. If you look right in here real quick, there's a couple outlets. You can put your cable satellite in. The red button is your battery control bar, and you have water. That is where your freshwater hose will hook up at. Coming through, we have this cable. This is to the truck. And one thing we did is we added this Anderson clip on here, which is ran from here into our battery, which I'll show you in a second. The truck, we also ran a secondary cable on up to our battery so that when we're driving, we can charge our trailer as we go, our batteries. Pop into the under compartment storage. Here is the battery control board. My girlfriend is an electrical engineer and she designed all this, so she is the one that asks questions to that. There's our battery bank. There is roughly 5,000 watt hours, I believe, of lithium-ion batteries in there. They each set of 4, there's 2 sets there, have their own control board that monitors everything. There's an app you can watch it all on. And the aluminum boxes they're in were custom fabricated by one of my dad's friends for us. Moving down along the main side of the trailer, the awning is currently rolled in right now as it's been a little windy. Not that the wind really makes a difference. These awnings are fantastic. They're spring-loaded, so when the wind hits and they bump up and down, they don't get damaged. Outside, you do have a little 2-burner stove that folds up. It's all propane. Your connections are down underneath. Took me a while to figure it out. When you come to look at it, if you want, I'll show you how those work. We have a fridge outside, works pretty well. There are clay pigeons in it right now, just because I didn't want to put them. Coming into our trailer, we got our control switches here. Nice, easy, lights are on. Boom. Here's kind of just a full view of the inside of the trailer. We got a couch that folds out into a full-size bed, 4-person dining area. You got sink, you got kitchen, you got oven, stove. There is a 3-burner stove right there. Microwave, cabinet storage, all that good stuff. Popping back into the bedroom. This on the bed is the RV cover. We put it on this winter. It's held up fine. It's in good shape. That comes with it. There's also the silver reflectix you can see there. We went through and measured all the windows, cut out reflectix for each of the individual windows. You have cabinet or closet storage, I guess, for the bedroom. Above all of this up here is all one big cabinet you can put stuff in. Another closet for the other side of the bed. With all the cables that we ran for the solar to wire everything in and get it up and going, we did have to run cables through the main compartment of the trailer. This is on the far side of the bedroom. These are our cable management systems. We have all the cables rigged inside that black case, and then we mounted wood on there to make sure everything stays stable and doesn't pull weirdly on it. You do have a vent in the bedroom. There is no fan on it. There is a vent in the living room that does have a fan. There is the AC. We do have decent sized fridge in here. Between my partner and I, we could get at least a week of food in there, maybe more. Freezer up here, another good size. TV will be coming with the trailer. There is a TV hook in the bedroom. We have not hooked one up. You do have 2 cabinet storage in the living room. We had all of our board games and arts and craftsy stuff in there. We got 2 bunks back in the back of the trailer. What we did, we doubled up the mattresses on one and used the other one for storage. Having an extra storage when you're living in this full time was really nice. We got the bathroom right here. Flip the light on, you can see just fine. Toilet works, shower works. There is sink and mirror sitting right over there. I'll pop into the shower just so you can kind of see how much room. I am 5'10", $170, and I have plenty of room to move around in here. Going forward, a couple things I do want to show you inside the trailer that we have added on ourselves was one, look back here, you'll see these 2 white switches. These are Govee LED strips. If you look up right along the inner seam of the ceiling, we have them secured all the way around. They end up over there. You can hit the power button and they'll turn on, and then you can change the color by a simple flick of a button. There is this feature if you want to use it. We don't. It syncs to music, so if it's quiet and as noise happens, they flick on. Kind of fun if you're hanging out at night. Not necessarily needed for anything. Let's turn the lights back on. Right, I'm gonna pop up on the roof here in a second to show you our solar panels, but while I'm inside, I did want to show you a couple other additions that we have. These right here are the battery monitoring system in and out, so we have a visualization inside our trailer without having to use the app at any point. You can see how much has gone out and how much has gone in. This switch here is tied into the inverter on our battery control board. That is how, if you are totally off grid, you can hit that button, turn it on, and you can run your microwave. You can run the AC. You can run the fridge if you need to. All of those will work off of the battery bank that we have. I would recommend not running the AC full time off grid, as you will drain your batteries. But if you need to turn it on for an afternoon or two, you have plenty of battery. Moving over here, this was an extremely useful little addition that we did. This is, the numbers there represent roughly how much charge your battery has. If you pop the top open, there's 2 extra USB slots in there for charging. We ended up charging our phones and other devices out here a lot. This one up here is a 12-volt adapter, same thing you would use in a vehicle. We had a little 12-volt plug-in to a bank of 6 USB slots. There is, same thing, little USB, 2 extra USB slots right there. This side of the bedroom has a standard 2-socket AC outlet. This side of the trailer came with 2 USB slots, which is what inspired us to put the other ones on the other side, and 2 more standard AC slots, little metal hooks. We hung hats on them, which ended up working out real well. This is our cell signal booster battery charger power station type thing, I guess you'd call it. From here, this is your power cable. It runs to this thing. We just plug it into the ceiling, which bink, that keeps the cord all up and out of our way, so we don't have to deal with it. If you look over here, you'll see this cable hanging on the wall. This is the fiber optic cable for the cell signal booster. What we do is we run this right up along the inner gap here, follow it right up above our awning, weave it through these 2 metal clips to keep it up in place, bring it up and down and in, and plug it in here. Your antenna we keep right over in here. This guy plugs in up top, right up there, and we'd set it out here. And we found at campsites, we would pretty consistently have terrible cell signal. Like, maybe a bar or 2, at best, at some of them. So we ended up buying this. And what we found is that before we had it, it was really hard to load a YouTube video. You want to pull up Google Maps and maybe GPS somewhere, or All Trails or Hiking Project, and see what's around. It's really hard to do on bad service. So with this, we were able to load YouTube. We were able to pull up Google Maps. We were able to load pretty much any internet service that we wanted to reliably, at campsites that are further off in the woods that just don't have reliable cell signal. That was a really nice thing. This is a radio. It has Bluetooth enabled. You can sync it to speakers inside and outside. Nice when you just want to go hang out outside. Oop, let's get the light off. Curtains just so you can see. These come up and down. Blacks it out relatively well. I think I told you, but that turns into a full-size bed. We're gonna move outside now and pop up and check out the solar system. Gonna move around back. Full walk-on roof as you move up. Little antenna right there. That is for our cell signal. Got the antenna for the TV right there. Moving over. These are our 4 100-watt solar cells that we put up. Pine needles I'll clean off before we go. Those all fell down overnight. It's been a little windy here. Look down here, how we attach these. You can see that white line down here, then the black rubber. Where's my hand? There it is. White line here, black rubber, white line here. So we found the studs going horizontal. We set our pilot holes. We filled it all with lap seal. We put the black plastic rubber molding down. We put more lap seal, and then we shot our bolts to hold everything in place. If you look at these, you can see the whiter kind of caulk here versus like the darker stuff. All this lighter stuff is new. I came up this winter and recalked every line on the roof. Haven't had a leak yet. Moving this way.